Добрий день, everybody! My name is Masha, I'm Ukrainian, and I'll tell you 5 unexpected facts about Ukraine. So let's go! Fact number 1. In Ukraine, we know how to wordlessly refuse an offer to become a bride. Surprise, surprise! He got down on knee and held up the ring. No, we didn't have that. There was more intrigue.
So the young man, his parents, and respectable people from the community go to the girl's home. The boy's parents, who are called matchmakers, announce the proposal to girl and her parents. And if she doesn't want to get married, she takes the pumpkin to the guests. You heard me right, the raw pumpkin.
In my mind, this scene could make a great music video for Ariana Grande's song. By the way, the following Ukrainian phraseology, give a pumpkin, came from this tradition. This phrase means to refuse the marriage or anything. And I'm proud that my ancestors knew how to refuse so gracefully. Fact number 2. Higher education in Ukraine is very affordable. When I say very, I mean very. Imagine, 80% of Ukrainians have higher education. How you like that? Most of my classmates went to university for free and got a bachelor's degree. And some like me got a master's degree for free. And besides that, for 6 years, I received a very small amount, something like $50, but still a stipend for a good study. I've heard a lot about US higher education system and how expensive it is. Everything different in Ukraine. If you study well at school and successfully pass the state graduation tests, there is a huge chance that you will enter any university and the state will pay for your education there. Nice! But even if you pass the test mediocrely, there will be universities where there is always a shortage of applications. There are, for example, pedagogical, agronomic, technical universities. They gladly accept entrants because the profession taught there just are not trendy, but the state is ready to pay for their education because the specialists in those areas are in great demand. Paradox. Of course, not everyone is educated for free. About a half of the students pay for their studies at the university. But these are definitely not a huge amounts. It can be from $1,000 to $1,500 per year of study. Fact number 3. When you come to visit Ukrainians, most likely you will eat something. If a Ukrainian ever invites you over, it is a 95% probability that there will be food. And they will promote it to you in every possible way. I know that you know this test in job interviews about sell me a pen. So if you ask my grandma to sell you
Her homemade borscht with sour cream,
trust me, you will last exactly 30 seconds and then you will eat it. Most Ukrainians are very hospitable, and this hospitality often manifests itself in the setting on the table. The more important the occasion is, the greater the variety of food will be on it. So, for example, if you were invited for tea, there will definitely be something sweet on the table. Cookies, candies, cake, pie, or even sliced cheese and sausages. And very likely you'll be asked first if you are hungry, so that you can offer to eat the main dishes. If you come to the birthday party, just hold on. A banquet with appetizers, hot dishes, salads, and desserts awaits you. At such parties, when I was little, my parents could sit at the table for 6 to 8 hours with only breaks to dancing, smoking or changing dishes. Now such feasts happens less often, but it still remains a part of our food culture.
the reason for such fixation of Ukrainians on food is historical.
Our ancestors lived through very hungry times in the last century. Google at least Holodomor. But I warn you, this is a very sensitive content. Because of this, for many of my grandma's generation, food became the language of love. Therefore, to visit grandma and not eat is to make her upset. To her, it feels like I don't accept your love. And who would want that for their dear grandma? Who? Not me. That's why I always know that I have to be hungry when visiting her. That's it. Fact number 4. We should know the names of the fathers of all our teachers and professors. It sounds weird, I know. So how did it happen? In Ukraine, there is such a thing as patronymic or patronym. I wish it had something to do with Patronus, but it doesn't. So follow me. Patronymic always goes in connection with first name or last name, or both at the same time. It is just an official part of the name in Ukraine. In English, it would be something like Masha Jones Smith, meaning John Smith daughter. Or to say it in the Ukrainian manner, it will be Maria Johnivna Smitko. And you may ask me, Masha, why did you mention teachers and professors? Why? And I'll tell you. Traditionally, we show respect to them by calling them by their name and patronymic.
When I want to address my class teacher, I have to say Hanna Vasilievna. I just said her name and patronymic. And this is how I always remember that her dad's name is Vasil. Vasil-Ivna, Vasilievna.
Yes, it's that simple. Yeah, I know, it smells like patriarchal pest. It is. But as the first president of Ukraine said, we have what we have. We usually call people this way only in official situations such as at school, university, in government structures, etc. It is less and less common at work. And to be honest, I like this trend because sometimes I can't even keep just a person's name in my head. Okay, next. Fact number 5. In most Ukrainian banks, money transfer from account to account takes 30 seconds. The banking system in Ukraine has been very progressive for more than 7 years. Most banks have applications that allow you to send money to anyone, to any bank in 5 seconds. And most likely within 10 minutes the money will come to the recipient, but most often within 1 minute. We have banks without offices at all, whose bank account can be issued by a mobile application. The same applies to opening a deposit or even issuing a loan in a few clicks, just sitting at home.
One of the banks even has a shake to pay feature for restaurants. It works like this. You just had dinner. To pay for food, you need to scan QR code on the table and pay. That's it. And you don't need to call waiter or wait for the bill.
It's so fast and so easy and feels like a piece of the future. That was the last fact for today. Let me know in the comments which you like the most. До побачення, everybody. See ya. I'm so tired.